What if I told you that the wife you've been married to for years has been hiding something so big, so subtle, that even an FBI profiler would miss it? Today, I'm revealing 5 hidden signs she's using psychological tricks to keep you in the dark. And trust me, the worst part is, you're already falling for it. Stick around, because this is the truth every man needs to hear. But before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because you won't want to miss what's coming. And drop your city in the comments below. I love connecting with smart men all over the world. Sign 1. The texting trap. How her messages are manipulating your mind. Imagine this. You're sitting together on the couch, and suddenly, she becomes super defensive about her phone. It's like she's hiding something every time you get close. You've probably noticed it, the sudden change in how your wife handles her phone. At first, it was casual. She'd leave it lying around, even let you look through it. But now, something's different. Her phone has become a precious artifact, like it holds the world's most guarded secrets. Have you caught her flipping it face down when you walk by? Or maybe she's taking it to the bathroom more often, or leaving the room to respond to a text in private. This isn't coincidence, it's protective behavior, and it's rooted in guilt. She's hiding something, and her phone is where the evidence lies. But it's not just about secrecy, it's the anxiety. Watch how her mood shifts when her phone buzzes. Ever seen her jump at the sound of a notification, like she's been electrocuted, or suddenly checking her phone in the middle of a conversation, even though it's not urgent? These aren't random habits. Her mind is screaming danger. Every ping is a threat to her carefully constructed lies. Here's where it gets interesting. She'll start deleting messages. That's right, wiping out evidence right in front of you. She used to leave texts lying around, didn't mind sharing her phone. Now though, a quick swipe, and the message is gone. You don't need to catch her doing it. Her behavior will tell you everything. This is what we call evidence anxiety. Anyone hiding a secret can't suppress it, no matter how much they try to play it cool. If you've noticed she's become protective of her phone, turning the screen away, getting frustrated when the battery dies or when she can't find it, don't ignore it. It's not just privacy, it's panic. And trust me, once you start noticing these things, you'll see them everywhere. But this isn't the worst sign. What's coming next will make you question everything. Stay tuned. Sign 2. The sudden interest in work, how her career becomes her alibi. Picture this. It's a weekend evening, and out of nowhere, she starts talking about work like it's the only thing that matters. Even though it's supposed to be her day off, she's completely obsessed with deadlines. You've probably noticed it by now. When your wife starts talking about how busy work has become, it's time to pay attention. This isn't just about her job. This is her way of pulling away from you without raising suspicion. At first, it seems harmless. Maybe she mentions a new project or a presentation she has to prep for. Fine, right. But then it intensifies. Suddenly, she's talking about late-night emails or urgent work calls at hours when no one else should be working. It's like her career has taken a sudden, drastic turn. Now, she's always too tired after these late-night sessions to spend time with you. It's like she's too busy to even look at you anymore. But here's where it gets trickier. When you ask her how her day was, or suggest doing something together, she casually mentions how exhausting work has been. Now, every dinner, every weekend, every evening together is a work conflict. You'll start hearing about deadlines, meetings, and tasks demanding her undivided attention. You know something's off, but you don't want to question her. After all, she's just being responsible, right? What you don't realize is that her job is becoming her alibi. Every late-night email or urgent task is just an excuse to stay out of the house or avoid intimacy. Every time you suggest spending time together, work is her perfect escape. Now, she doesn't even use the usual "I'm tired" excuse. It's all about how work needs her. So what's really happening? It's not work, it's her creating distance. She's investing in a fake workload to stay distracted and avoid you. And it's so subtle, you almost feel guilty questioning it. But the worst part, You won't realize this until you're already feeling completely isolated. And trust me, this isn't the worst sign. What's coming next will turn everything upside down. Keep watching. Sign 3. The Friends Game. Why she's suddenly BFFs with new women. Now, imagine you're out for dinner, and she casually mentions how much time she's been spending with these new friends. Friends you've never met before. What's going on there? Have you noticed how your wife's social circle is changing? You used to know all her friends. Could name them, talk about them, maybe even share inside jokes. But now, something's different. Suddenly, she's raving about new friends you've never heard of, and you've never actually met any of them. At first, it seems innocent enough. Maybe she's made a couple of new acquaintances at work, or she's bonding with women from the gym. But then you start to notice the shift. She's spending more time with these new people, more than she spends with you. When she talks about them, it's always in glowing terms. Sarah's so fun. Jennifer really gets me. I'm so lucky to have met these women. Here's the thing. These new friends don't know you. They don't know the old version of your wife. And more importantly, they don't ask the tough questions. They don't question why she's pulling away from you, or why she's suddenly working late more often. These are the perfect people for someone who wants to start fresh, someone who doesn't want to be reminded of the life she's built with you. Take a closer look at how she talks about her old friends, the ones you both knew. You might notice she's becoming distant from them, canceling plans, or even criticizing them. She might say things like, "Sarah's so boring," or "Mike and Rachel are too clingy." This isn't just about her finding new people to hang out with. It's about her reshaping her identity. She's distancing herself from the life she built with you and creating a new version of herself, a version that doesn't include you. Worse, she's using her new friends as emotional support, validating her choices and actions. The more she gravitates toward these new people, the more you feel like a stranger in your own relationship. But here's the thing. She's not just making new friends, she's building a support network for her betrayal. And trust me, this isn't the worst part. The next sign will completely turn your world upside down. Stay with me. Sign 4. The Sudden Affection Act. She's using guilt to cover her tracks. Think about this. Out of nowhere, she starts showering you with affection, acting like you're the most important person in her life. It feels nice at first, but something feels off, doesn't it? You've seen it, right? One minute she's distant, distracted, and the next, she's overly affectionate. It's like someone flipped a switch. Now she's showering you with praise, buying you thoughtful gifts, and going out of her way to be extra sweet. But here's the thing. This sudden kindness doesn't feel real. It feels off. You've been married long enough to know the difference between genuine affection and guilt-driven behavior. When she starts doing things like cooking your favorite meals without you asking, or suddenly telling you how much she appreciates everything you do, don't ignore the red flags. This isn't love, it's guilt. She's trying to erase the emotional debt she's created with her distance, secrecy, and likely, her infidelity. Here's the psychology behind it. When someone betrays you, their mind can't tolerate the guilt. So, they try to balance things by being overly nice. This is her attempt to soothe her conscience. You might notice her hugging you too tightly, staring into your eyes too long, or giving you compliments that feel strangely forced. But here's the key. It doesn't feel natural. It feels like a performance. It's not the easy, effortless affection you used to share. It's as if she's trying too hard to convince you both that everything's fine when it's clearly not. Think back. Didn't this affection start right after she was emotionally distant? Maybe she bought you a fancy watch or took you on a surprise date, all while telling you how much she loves you. But the timing, that's what's off. This sudden kindness always comes after periods of emotional neglect. And here's the kicker. This behavior doesn't last. Once the guilt fades, so does the affection. So don't be fooled. This is just her way of covering her tracks. And just when you think you've figured her out, the next sign will shock you. Stay tuned. Sign 5. The Future Disconnect. When she stops talking about we. Picture this. You bring up future plans, maybe a vacation, or your next big goal together, and she brushes it off. She just can't seem to picture a future with you anymore. Something's changed. This is the one that will hit you the hardest, and it might even go unnoticed for a while. You've probably noticed a subtle shift in how your wife talks about the future. It's as if she stopped including you in her long-term plans. Where once she eagerly discussed vacations, family gatherings, or even plans for your next home renovation, now she's vague, distracted, or simply avoids talking about anything that involves we. When you bring up future plans, she seems uncomfortable, changes the subject, or gives half-hearted responses. Instead of saying, "We should plan a trip," she says, "I might go somewhere." Instead of discussing upcoming anniversaries or family events, she brushes it off with vague remarks like, "I'll figure it out later," or "I don't know what I want to do." You ask her about long-term goals, and she's hesitant or avoids the topic altogether. What's happening here is more than just a change in mood or a temporary lack of interest. This is a psychological shift. Your wife's emotional investment in the relationship has already begun to fade. She's mentally and emotionally disconnecting from the idea of a future with you. And what's worse is that she might not even realize it. She's already emotionally moved on, and she hasn't bothered to tell you. In cases like this, the we that wants to find your future together slowly dissolves into a me. She might stop caring about joint projects, whether it's planning a vacation, redecorating your living room, or even making decisions about your shared life. When she used to make decisions with you in mind, now she makes them on her own, without including you at all. This shift isn't a random change in mood. It's the subconscious process of preparing to emotionally separate. She's no longer seeing you as a part of her future. She's already mentally checked out, and the worst part is, you might not realize this until the signs are unmistakable, and it's already too late. What's even more unsettling is that this disconnect can happen slowly. You'll start to feel the emotional distance creeping in, but it's hard to pinpoint exactly when it began. You may just chalk it up to stress, busy schedules, or an argument that went unresolved. But the truth is, her mind has already moved on. Her plans, her future, and her emotional investment are no longer in your relationship. The real kicker? She may not even have a clear exit strategy yet, but rest assured, she's already started planning her escape, emotionally, if not physically. Now that you know the signs, it's up to you to decide whether you're going to confront the truth or keep living in the dark. See you in the next video.